RHONJ Teresa Giudice points fingers at Castmates for Season 15 pause. RHONJOG Teresa Giudice is pointing fingers at her castmates for Season 15 being put on pause. Fans have blamed her for her behavior, but she will not take accountability. Rather, Teresa is claiming that others are solely responsible. So who does she think is at fault and why? Keep reading for more details. Teresa Giudice blames castmates for pause. As soon as Season 14 of RHONG began, Bravo and Andy Cohen shared that the show would likely have to be evaluated. There was no way it could go on the way that it was, and viewers would see why. The cast had so much tension, and they were incredibly divided. Some were not even speaking to one another or interacting, which made it hard to film. By the end of the season, it was announced that there would not be a traditional reunion. Rather, the ladies would get together for an alternate reunion where they would watch the final. Fans did not care for this, and then the show went on hiatus. It was unclear what that meant, whether they were going to do a full reboot or keep some of the cast. Rachel Fuda, who joined in Season 13, joked she was unemployed. Now, Teresa Giudice is speaking out and placing the blame on other castmates for the delay. According to Moo, Teresa was a guest on Lala Kent's Give Them Lala podcast where she admitted the show needed a break. A big issue was Teresa Giudice's tension with her brother and sister-in-law, Joe and Melissa Gorga. Their family dynamic was a huge part of the show, and when they were good, they were great. However, when things got bad, it was horrendous. Sadly, the siblings are not on speaking terms, and Teresa is fine with that. The end of an era. One big issue is that RHONG fans are either Team Melissa or Team Teresa. If they are not interacting in any capacity, that could be a problem. Teresa Giudice is not taking any blame for the downfall of her relationship with the Gorgas. That being said, it may make casting hard for Season 15. If Bravo brings back Melissa and not Teresa, fans may rebel and vice versa. Yet, if Teresa is brought back, who does she want next to her? Her dream team would be Dolores Catania, Jackie Goldschneider, and Jennifer Aydin. After this interview, fans were mixed on her once again. The halls of Bravo's executive offices buzzed with whispers of turmoil in New Jersey. Teresa Giudice, the reigning queen of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, was allegedly at the center of a brewing storm. After rumors of a Season 15 production pause hit the media, Teresa was quick to point fingers, unleashing a whirlwind of speculation that threatened to fracture the already tenuous alliances within the cast. "It's not me, it's them." Teresa's voice rang out loud and clear during a recent podcast appearance, where she didn't hold back from airing her grievances. "Let me just say this. If they're taking a pause, it's not because of me. I've been ready. I'm always ready. This show is my life," she declared, her voice tinged with frustration. The longtime RHONG star's words ignited a social media firestorm, with fans dissecting every syllable for hidden meaning. Speculation pointed toward Melissa Gorga and Margaret Josephs as Teresa's primary targets. "Certain people bring nothing to the table anymore," Teresa added cryptically, her words dripping with disdain. "When you spend all your time trying to bring others down instead of living your own truth, maybe it's time to step back." Melissa fires back. Melissa Gorga wasn't about to let Teresa's comments slide. "This pause has nothing to do with me," Melissa clapped back in an Instagram story filled with veiled jabs. "Some people think the show revolves around them, but maybe it's time to look in the mirror." The fallout from Season 14's fiery reunion left Teresa and Melissa in an irreparable state. Fans had grown accustomed to their family feuds, but the vitriol seemed to have reached an unprecedented peak. Melissa's husband, Joe Gorga, also weighed in, suggesting that the toxicity stemmed from Teresa's inability to move on from past grievances. "We've been walking on eggshells for years," Joe lamented during an appearance on Watch What Happens Live. "At some point, you gotta let things go." Margaret's alleged ultimatum. Meanwhile, Margaret Josephs found herself pulled into the chaos. A source close to the cast revealed that Margaret might have given Bravo an ultimatum. Margaret feels like the show can't keep relying on Teresa's family drama, the insider spilled. She's told producers she wants a bigger focus on her business ventures and personal life, or she's walking. Teresa, of course, had her own take. Margaret thinks she's the star, but the fans don't tune in for her. Teresa quipped during her podcast. Her storylines are as fake as her friendships. Privately, however, sources claimed Dolores was growing tired of Teresa's antics. Dolores has always been loyal to Teresa, but she's starting to feel like she's being dragged into unnecessary drama, a production insider revealed. She wants to focus on her own storyline and her relationship with Paulie. Producers speak out. Amid the cast drama, Bravo producers stepped in to address the situation. In a rare public statement, an unnamed producer hinted that the pause wasn't just about cast tensions. "We want to ensure the next season is fresh and engaging," the statement read. "Sometimes a little time away can help everyone come back stronger." But insiders suggested the real reason for the pause was a lack of agreement on casting. Teresa doesn't want to film with Melissa. Melissa doesn't want to film with Teresa. Margaret and Jennifer Aydin can't even be in the same room. "It's a logistical nightmare," a source close to production shared. Jennifer Aydin's shade. Jennifer Aydin, never one to shy away from the drama, took the opportunity to throw some shade. "It's funny how certain people are quick to blame others," she said in a cheeky Instagram live. "Maybe they should focus on fixing their own lives before pointing fingers." Jennifer's ongoing feud with Margaret had been one of the highlights of season 14, and she wasn't about to let it die down. Margaret wants everyone to think she's this classy businesswoman, but behind the scenes, total chaos, Jennifer added, her signature smirk on full display. Fans divided. As the cast hurled accusations at one another, fans were left divided. On Reddit and Twitter, debates raged over who was truly responsible for the pause. Some sided with Teresa, arguing that she was the heart of the show and deserved more respect. Others felt it was time for Bravo to shift focus away from the Giudice saga. "Teresa carries the show, period," one fan tweeted. "If she's unhappy, the whole vibe is off." But another countered, "The show needs a complete reboot. Enough of the family drama, it's tired." Gia's take. Adding another layer of intrigue, Teresa's daughter, Giudice, chimed in during an impromptu TikTok Q&A. "My mom's been through a lot," Gia said, defending Teresa. "People don't see everything that happens behind the scenes." However, Gia's comments about fake friends led some to wonder if she was referring to Melissa, further fueling the family feud rumors. What's next for RH1J? With no clear resolution in sight, the future of the Real Housewives of New Jersey remained uncertain. Would Teresa and Melissa finally put their differences aside for the sake of the show? Could Margaret and Jennifer find a way to coexist? And where did Dolores and Danielle Cabral fit into the mix? As fans waited for answers, one thing was certain: the drama off-camera was just as compelling as anything that had ever aired on Bravo. Teresa, for her part, seemed unfazed. "Love me or hate me, I'm not going anywhere," she declared in her podcast's closing moments. And with that RH1J Queen signed off, leaving fans and castmates alike to wonder what fireworks season 15 would bring, if and when it ever aired.